Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get so much done while others struggle to tick off even the smallest tasks on their to-do list? It's like they're superheroes, right? Well, not exactly. They've simply harnessed the power of discipline. Discipline, my friends, is not just for monks in remote monasteries or soldiers in boot camp. It's a secret weapon that everyone can wield, and it's absolutely transformative. Imagine discipline as a magic wand that can morph your chaotic life into a well-orchestrated symphony. Sounds enticing, doesn't it? Now, how does one get hold of this magic wand? Fear not, because we have 10 fantastic strategies lined up for you. These are not just random tips, but proven ways to make discipline your second nature. So buckle up, because you're about to learn how to become a master of discipline. Step 1 to becoming disciplined. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses. That's right. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of self-discipline. It's like being your own coach, knowing when to push harder and when to ease off. Now, let me share a funny story. There was a time when I decided to wake up at 5 in the morning to start my day. Great plan, right? Well, not so much. You see, I am a night owl, always have been. So when the alarm clock would ring, I'd hit snooze faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer. It took me a while to realize that I was fighting against my nature. Once I did, I adjusted my schedule to fit my natural rhythm, not the other way around. I was more productive, less cranky, and I even stopped scaring my cat with my morning grunts. So, folks, it's crucial to understand your strengths and weaknesses. It's not about being perfect. It's about knowing yourself and working with what you've got. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it's about yourself. Now, step 2, remove all temptations. You see, an environment filled with temptations is like a minefield for your discipline. Those candy bars on your desk, they're not just sweets, they're sweet little distractions, ready to explode your focus into a million tiny pieces. Just like a skilled gardener pulls out weeds to let the flowers bloom, you need to weed out distractions to let your discipline flourish. It's about creating a space that encourages focus and productivity, not one that's a breeding ground for procrastination. Now let's imagine this. You're on a diet, but there's a chocolate cake in your fridge. Every time you open the fridge, the cake is there, whispering sweet nothings, trying to lure you in. That's a temptation. But if you remove the cake, well, out of sight, out of mind, right? So whether it's a distracting app on your phone, a gossip-loving colleague, or a chocolate cake in your fridge, remove those temptations, because every temptation you remove is another victory for your discipline. So the next time you see a distraction, say, "Not today." Step 3 on our journey to discipline. Setting clear goals. You see, goals are like the North Star, guiding our actions and keeping us on track. If we know exactly where we want to go, it's much easier to stay disciplined and resist distractions. Let's imagine for a moment that you're a pirate. Yes, a pirate. Your ultimate goal is to find the buried treasure. So, what do? You don't just sail aimlessly around the 7 seas hoping to stumble upon it. No, you draw up a map, you mark your X, and you follow that map with unwavering discipline. That's exactly what clear goals do for us. They give us a map to our own personal treasure, whether it's a promotion at work, learning a new skill, or finally perfecting that sourdough bread recipe. So set your sights high and don't stop until you get there. Step 4, practice daily diligence. It's the secret sauce to maintaining discipline. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't expect pearly whites if you only brushed once a month, right? Similarly, discipline isn't a one-time event. It's a series of small, consistent actions. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you'd rather binge-watch the latest season of your favorite show. It's about making the choice to stick to your goals, to push through even when the couch is calling your name. So what's the moral here? Just like you brush your teeth daily to keep cavities away, practice discipline daily to keep procrastination at bay. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is discipline. Step 5, create new habits and rituals. This is where the magic happens. When we cultivate new habits and rituals, we're essentially programming our minds to operate in a certain way. It's like setting up a discipline autopilot. Now let's imagine a scenario. Picture yourself as a world-class pianist. You didn't wake up one day and start playing Mozart's Symphony No. 40 flawlessly, did you? Absolutely not. You established a daily practice ritual, started with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and slowly but surely you ascended to the symphony. This analogy applies to discipline as well. Start with small, manageable habits. Maybe it's making your bed each morning or reading a chapter of a book each night. As these habits solidify, they lay the groundwork for more complex, disciplined behaviors. So, the next time you're tempted to skip that morning run, remember the pianist. Each note, each habit contributes to the symphony of discipline. So make discipline a habit and it'll become second nature. Step 6, change your perception about willpower. Let's take a moment to reimagine willpower. Instead of viewing it as a finite resource that depletes throughout the day, think of it as a muscle. Yes, you heard it right, a muscle. Just like your biceps or triceps, willpower can be trained and strengthened over time. Picture this. You're at the gym lifting a dumbbell. At first, it's heavy and difficult. Your muscles quiver under the strain, but as you continue to lift, day after day, your muscles adapt. They grow stronger, and the weight that once seemed insurmountable becomes manageable. The same principle applies to your willpower. Initially, resisting that extra slice of pizza or waking up at 5 in the morning for a jog might feel like lifting a 100-pound dumbbell. But as you flex your willpower muscle, consistently choosing discipline over instant gratification, it gets stronger. And here's the kicker. The stronger your willpower gets, the easier it is to make disciplined decisions. So the next time you're feeling low on willpower, remember it's not a dwindling resource, but a muscle waiting to be flexed. Remember, willpower is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Step 7, always have a backup plan. Now, you may be wondering, why do I need a backup plan if I'm disciplined? Well, that's a great question. You see, discipline doesn't just mean sticking to one plan come what may. It also means having the flexibility to adapt when things don't go according to plan. Imagine you're a squirrel preparing for winter. You've stashed away all your acorns in one place, but then disaster strikes. A pesky raccoon discovers your stash and gobbles it all up. Now, if you're a disciplined squirrel with a backup plan, you'll have a second stash hidden away. You're not left out in the cold and you're still ready for winter. In the same way, having a backup plan doesn't mean you're expecting to fail. It means you're prepared for any situation. It's another layer of discipline, a commitment to your goals that is so strong, you've thought through even the unexpected. So when life throws you a curveball, you'll be ready to hit it out of the park. Step 8, seek accountability. Now, this isn't about finding a partner in crime, but rather finding someone who will help keep you on track. Accountability is a powerful tool that can reinforce disciplined behavior. Think of it like this. You're on a diet and you're doing great. Then one day you spot a delicious, chocolatey, gooey double fudge brownie. It's calling your name, whispering sweet nothings. But if you've told a friend about your diet plans, you know they'll give you the look if you cave. That's accountability in action. It's like a safety net there to catch you before you fall off the wagon. Accountability can come in many forms. It could be a friend, a family member, a mentor, or even an app. The key is to find someone or something that won't let you off the hook easily. So, go out there and find your accountability buddy. Remember, 2 heads are better than 1, especially when it comes to staying disciplined. And there you have it, 8 powerful ways to cultivate extreme self-discipline. We've journeyed through the landscape of self-awareness, identifying our strengths and weaknesses. We've cleared our path from temptations and set clear, achievable goals. With the daily practice of diligence, we've built new habits and rituals, changing our perceptions about willpower along the way. We've learned to have a backup plan, and the importance of seeking accountability, much like a hiker uses a compass to stay on course. Think of discipline as your personal GPS, guiding you towards your goals, with occasional reroutes and traffic updates. It's not always a smooth ride, but hey, that's what makes the journey exciting, right? If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And remember, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Now go out there and make it happen.